children, welcome back to our Gurudeva e-learning classes. In previous part we studied about your fifth lesson, Sick with Hunger, written by Anton Chekhov. One of the boys standing in the busy street called Moscow. He was suffering from the starvation. He did not eat any food at the time. So he felt very weakness in his body. He did not able to stand on his own leg. He did not able to speak. The words are trapped in his throat. His father searching a job since from 5 months in Moscow. Is searching a job as a clerk. But so he wandering the one city to another city. But he did not get any job in the city. But he did not saw his family suffering from the hungry. He want to beg the alms from the people. So he selected the one place in front of the restaurant. In this restaurant, the boy saw a placard. In this placard, they had written oysters. The word oysters fantasizing him. Yes, he had never heard the word of oyster in his childhood. So he asked his father, like, Papa, what is meant by oysters? But his father did not want to reply his answer. He is busy in begging the alms from the people. Yes, he felt very hesitation to beg the alms from the people. He ashamed himself to beg the alms from the people. Now he was busy asking money from the people. But the boy's curiosity is increased. He asked again, Papa, what is oysters? Now, his father answered like, that one is marine creature that lived in the sea. The boy imagined himself like it will be look partly crab or a fish. It would be eaten as a broth. Broth means lot of vegetables with meat. Okay, he is suffering from hungry. So he imagined the oyster food. Yes, he imagined they brought from the market, they cleaned the oysters and they put into the pot. Now his mother cooking the oysters. The delicious flavor came out. Yes, in this lesson, the boy imagined the delicious flavor of the oysters too. Yes, that much of he felt the starvation. That much of he felt hungry. And even he told he had chewed the oysters and he had a piece of oysters in his mouth. After few minutes, he came from his imagination. What will happen next? Let us check. Okay, dear student, all of you open your textbook at the page number 46. So that's what oysters meant. I now imagined a creature like a frog with a slimy skin and sharp claws, sitting inside a shell and peeping out. I imagined this creature being brought from the market. I imagined the children hiding while the cook picked the creatures by its claw, put on a plate and carried it into the dining room for the grown-ups who ate it alive, while it squeaked and tried to bite their lips. Father answered like, what is meant by oysters? They are in shells like tortoise, but into halves. The boy imagined it is so horrible with alive. It is so horrible. Now he did not imagine the flavor of the oysters. Curiosity is increased, but his curiosity is not finished. So he asking again his father like, so that's what oysters meant. I now imagined a frog with slimy skin. Now the boy's curiosity is not finished. Yes, he imagined again a creature like a frog with a slimy skin and sharp claws. Yes, here slimy means slippery, means ಜಾರುವಂತಹ ನುಣುಪಾದಂತಹ. Okay, slimy skin. And sharp claws. Claws means uguru. Okay, here the boy imagined the oyster is made up of slimy skin and a sharp claws. sitting inside a shell and peeping out. That one creature is sitting inside a shell and peeping out. The boy imagined the oyster is made up of a slippery skin. Here, what is meant by slippery? Slimy. Okay. The oyster is made up of a slimy skin with a claws, sharp claws. That one is present in the shell, peeping out. I imagined this creature being brought from the market. I imagined the children hiding while the cook picked the creature by its claw. Yes, the boy imagined while the oysters are brought from the market, while the cook pricked his claws. That time the children are hide himself into a dining room for the grown-ups who ate it alive, while it squeezed and tried to bite their lips. Here, the squeaked means cried in a shrill manner. Yes, while the adults eating the oysters, they are also felt very horrible. Yes, they are squeaked and tried to bite their lips. Yes, that one is present in the shell. So the boy imagined the oyster eat with the shell. So he felt it is very hard to bite the oysters. I frowned. I realized my teeth were moving as though I was munching. Why, I did not understand. The creature sounded horrible, but I chewed as if I was eating it greedily. As soon as I had eaten one, I ate a second, a third. Frowed. Frowed means made a unpleasant face. Yes, while he ate the oysters, his face was frowned. Yes, I realized my teeth were moving as though I was munching. Why, I did not understand. The creature sounded horrible. Yes, his father told like that creature will be eaten alive. So the boy imagined while he eating the oysters make a sound. That one is horrible. But I chewed as if I was eating it greedily. As soon as I had eaten, I second a third. The boy imagined he eat 3 oysters. Yes, he eaten with greedily. At last I ate the table napkin, the plate, my father's rubber boots, the white placard. I ate everything that I saw. Because I felt that nothing but eating would cure my strange illness. Yes, in this para, the boy suffered from hungry badly. Yes, he ate 3 oysters, but satisfied. So he asked while he finished the eating of the oysters, he also ate the table napkin, the plate, and his father's rubber too. The white placard, he ate everything. Yes, he imagined he suffering from the hungry, so he ate the oysters and table, plate, cloths, and he also imagined he is also eaten his father's rubber boot. Yes, dear children, he suffered from hunger badly. He suffered from hungry. He is in a bad position. So he felt he ate everything that was present in the surroundings. Now, yes, dear children, now what he told, he ate all things but his satisfied, but he not satisfied. That much of starvation will taken place in the boy's body. The oysters looked terrible. I trembled at the thought of eating them, but I just wanted to eat them. Oysters, give me some oysters. I heard my lips cry out. At the time, the oysters cooked terrible. I trembled at thought of eating them. Yes, he imagined the oysters are cooked terrible. Means he felt that nothing but eating would cure my strange illness. The oysters looked terrible. I trembled at the thought of eating them, but I just wanted to eat them. Yes, he imagined again and again. The oysters looked terribly, but whatever, I want to eat the oysters. So he cried out, oysters, give me some oysters. I heard my lips cry out. Yes, he cried out or he ate. like oysters, oyster, I want oysters, please give me oysters. At the same time, give me some oysters, I hear my lips cry out. Yes, before he did not speak the words, the words are caught in his throat. Now he cried out like, oysters, give me some oysters. At the same time, what happened? At the same moment, I heard my father speak in querying voice. Help us, gentlemen. I am ashamed to beg, but I swear by God, I can bear no more. Yes, at the same time, the boy heard a father voice like, help us, gentlemen. Yes, the father asked the passerby for the rupees or for the money. Okay, he also told he felt ashamed to beg, no way to satisfy the hunger of his child. So he also told, I swear by God, I can bear no more. Oysters, I cried, pulling my father by his coat. Do you mean to say you eat oysters? A little fellow like you? Two gentlemen in top hats were standing before us, looking at me and laughing. Do you really eat oysters, young fellow? That's interesting. How do you eat them? At the same time, two gentlemen are questioned to the boy like, do you want to eat the oysters alive? How did you eat them? They get very interesting about the boy. How did he eat the oysters? I remember a strong hand dragging me into the lit up restaurant. A crowd gathered round me, watching me and laughing. I sat at table and ate some semi-salty, damp and stale. I ate greedily without chewing, without seeing what I was eating. I felt that if I opened my eyes, I would see the eyes, claws and sharp teeth of the oysters. Yes, one of the gentlemen took into the restaurant and they ordered the oysters. The oysters are served before the boy. Now he start eating without seeing the oysters. When he opened eyes, he saw eyes, claws and sharp teeth of the oysters. When I bit into something hard, I heard laughter. Ha ha, he is eating the shells. I heard, silly boy, do you suppose you can eat that? He opened his eyes, he heard a laughing. When he opened his eyes, he heard a laughter. Yes, the people are told like he is a fool. He eat the oysters with the shell. I don't remember anything after that. I don't remember how I reached home. I only remember feeling terribly thirsty. I told like he did not remember anything happened in the restaurant. Remember what happened in the restaurant. He did not remember how did he reach the home. I only remember feeling terribly thirsty. I remember lying in bed and not being able to sleep because of bad stomachache and strange taste in my mouth. Yes, he only remembered his starvation only. Yes, he did not eat even a piece of oysters. So he still suffering from the hunger. So he told, I suffering from the stomach ache. Stomach ache is nothing but starvation. My father was pacing the floor, gesturing with his hands. Yes, his father was pacing the floor. What is meant by pacing? Pacing. Pacing means walking up and down restlessly. Yes, his father walking restlessly up and down on the floor. I think I have caught a cold. He was saying my head aches. Perhaps it because I have not eaten anything today. I am stupid. I saw those gentlemen pay 10 rupees for the oysters. Why did not I go up to them and ask them to lend me some money? They would have given me something. Yes, I think I have done. He heard his father voice. Like, I think I have caught a cold. Yes, his father told like he caught it or he's suffering from the cold. He was saying, my headaches, perhaps it because I have got not eaten anything today. His father also did not eat anything this day. I am stupid. I saw those gentlemen pay 10 rupees for the oysters. Yes, while the father asking the rebels are rupees. Rebels is nothing but Russian currency. For the people took the boy into the restaurant and he also ordered the oysters and he also paid the amount of the uh, oysters. But it does not work. Yes, the boy did not eat any piece of oysters. Yes, the father thinks, why did not I go up to them and ask them to lend me some money? Yes, he thought the money from the people instead of the oysters. It was nearly morning when I fell asleep. I had a dream of a frog sitting in a shell and moving its eyes. At noon, I woke up thirsty. My father was still pacing the floor restlessly and waving his hands. Boy told it was nearly morning when he asleep. He had a dream of a frog sitting in a shell and moving its eyes. In his dream, one of the frog sitting in a shell and he moving his eyes. At noon, I woke up thirsty. My father was still pacing the floor restlessly and waving his hands. When the boy woke up in the afternoon, his father pacing the floor restlessly and waving his hands. It means his father did not get the proper job in the city Moscow. So he pacing the floor restlessly. Yes, even he did not see the family suffering from the hunger. Yes, dear children, so many people are died from the starvation. Yes, that's why we did not waste our food and we did not underestimate the poor people. Help us by giving the money, food or clothes as much as possible. Yes, then only we become the candle in front of the God. Okay, this is all about the lesson sick with the hunger. Thank you.